It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC West. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
At the 42-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. He'll get this one to McFarland out of the backfield. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. 2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
He's across midfield.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Now fourth down.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. This is fielded at the 27. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10.
36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down, McKinnon. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on.
He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On second down, McFarland. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he connects with Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders, nothing.
this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Shedding through the defense and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
14 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Lining up for the point.
Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Let's go, B. Big series.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, throw left side, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Well, remember they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
They'll go with Snell here on first down. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
55, Mike, 55.
Trying to power it one. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs, 75 yards. And the Raiders move back within a couple of the lead.
Robbie Gould lining up for the point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Ebron with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Johnson out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, See if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one good for 37 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set. Fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up second.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 25. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On second down, here's Carr. Reception here by Ruggs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
Robbie Gould set to...
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Completion here to Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. McFarland running out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ball carrier.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st down, Snell gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for only a couple. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's McKinnon. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Complete.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Carr. Catch made. It's Moreau. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
2-yard gain.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Carr now on 1st down. And this one complete to Gafford. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Carr completes it. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
For the point after.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Toss play to McKinnon. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Intercepted by the
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
First down, Raiders.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
At the Steelers' 28-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Now on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run it with Jacobs, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Jackson from the shotgun. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Second and 10. One last shot for Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's final score.
The Raiders are moving on. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.